nobody wants to watch it. All right. So who's super excited about all the new stuff? I mean, bone broth, Bia, what else? CBD oil. So I'm going to go over kind of what some of the mastermind said. Feel free to jump in and let me know what your thoughts are. Here's what I learned last week at BNI. I was starting to get a negative feel from them about me because I'm like the weight loss Nazi to them. You know, somebody brings in donuts, they're like, "Don't watch me eat this. Don't eat it in front of Sarah." And I'm like, I don't really care what you put in your face, guys. Like, so it was kind of irritating me because I wasn't having a positive presence, and obviously, judging by my lack of referrals, it was becoming an issue. So for some reason, I decided I was going to take a case of Bia with me and talk about energy instead. And it was alarming how different people's attitudes were. And the other thing I realized is that we aren't sharing enough about products in general, because let's be honest, what's out on the market, everybody wants. People want easy fixes. They don't really want to invest a ton of time and energy into their health, but they want to have energy and sleep better. So guess what? We have options, right? So even when people maybe don't want to get started on a weight loss pack, and we're constantly taught to push a pack because they're going to feel better if they do the whole system. Lori Olson is pretty much just saying 100 BV sets you free. So whether it's performance products or maybe it's just energy drinks, and unfortunately the energy drink stigma is higher than we know Ionic Supreme is better or Isogenesis, right? But the majority of the public isn't going to get that right away. So the idea is to get their foot in the door, get them hooked on something, and then get them to an event. Get them to a sip and sample, get them to hear somebody's story that's going to impact their life, because then maybe they'll say, you know what, maybe I will try a shake a day. I mean, even at BNI, I was not pushing a ton of weight loss. I was trying to do fast, easy nutrition. Who needs a bar? Who needs a shake? But I wasn't taking products in. And in fact, at our trainings, they tell us not to bring products. I still didn't probably sold two. So I'm going to take 2 cases on Thursday, but I'm going to take bone broth too and talk about the importance of bettering your health through collagen and vitamin C, and just boosting your immunity right now through the the holiday season. We'll worry about weight loss people at the beginning of the year. That's kind of where I'm at with that. I did talk to Mickey yesterday, and she was asking me, should she reach back to current or past customers that are inactive? Absolutely. I don't know if you know this. I can share a screen. Do you know how to find their link for the holiday? Like, you have a specific that goes with your website. Let me. Oh, did I do that right? No. Hold on. Share. Okay. You're going to go to resources, manage my website. Although last night I went here and it wasn't here. I also want to say I love the new blender cup. I just used it this morning with my tri-release. It was awesome. And I know Trudy Maples is going crazy over it and wants them to put it into people's packages, like your first 30-day system or whatever, which I think is interesting. See, it's not here now. Huh.
Are you trying to go for your holiday thing?
Yeah.
You have to type it in as they send it to you in your email.
No, the other day it was here with this.
Mine won't show up there. I have to type it in. Like, I have to send them the actual link.
Well, I have a link too.
Yeah, that's the link I've been sending them. Then when you send them to that, it doesn't come up like that. It doesn't come up the old way. It comes up with like the new holiday stuff.
Well, I know, but I had 2 things here that allowed me to copy my link from this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So apparently you have an email. They must have changed it because, like, in the original video from when they went through the holiday catalog, that's how they told us to access it. All right. Never mind. Okay. So, I will be straight up honest with you and tell you that the reason that I'm still continuing to earn good money is not because I've enrolled a ton of new clients. It's because I constantly give customer service above and beyond. Every single time we have a new product, every single time we have a new group, I reach out to them on a regular basis, even before Team Z. Now, Team Z makes it more accurate and allows me to track that I've reached out to people. But number one, their first 30 days is super important. And then you can't just let go of them and not talk to them ever again. And even if they don't respond, I send them messages anyways because they're still seeing it. The other way to allow people to know what's going on, because like it or not, I know you don't want to reach back to them and you're telling yourself a story. I feel like we should probably do a book club on Grant Cardone's If You're Not First, You're Last. Because if you get caught up in your story about, well, I haven't talked to them in a while and I don't want them to think that I'm selling them anything, well, it's your job. I mean, it was no different for me as a hairdresser. If I hadn't seen somebody in a while and maybe it was, I knew they were due for color, I would still call them and say, hey, haven't seen you in a while. It's time for your color. That's how I get paid. This is my job. Customer service. And a lot of times, like Bree, she had someone who never responds to her, right? And she's going to reorder, even though she had not been using the products, had tons of auto ships come. I'll let you tell the story.
So it's a lady who her and her husband had enrolled, and they're both having amazing results last year. 4 months in, they're both like, we feel really good, but we're going to stop doing this. But refused, well, kept forgetting to cancel her auto ship, her and her husband's. So every month she would say, I got another order. And I would say, well, you can cancel your auto ship, log into your back office or call Isagenix. Here's the number. And I give them the number every time. And she just kept forgetting to do it. So she had 8 months of auto ships, her and her husband, that she just kept forgetting. So she is ready to not re-enroll, but she wants to order some products because she's getting kind of low because she's doing her own thing, her own plan with Isagenix, let's say.
But that being said, you messaged her for how many times and she didn't respond?
Oh yeah, probably the last 6 seasonal items or 6 groups that we've had. Because I, like Sarah told me, you just keep messaging. And I've had a few people, truly 2 in the last 2 years, 2.5 years, that have said, just take me off your list. I'm not interested whatsoever. But most people just ghost you. They don't even respond. And I'm okay with that. I'm just sending out an email or a text, or a voice message. But yeah, she finally responded 5 days late, but responded.
Well, I mean, there's some people, they're not going to know that there's mocha shake until it's gone. They're not going to know that there's CBD oil. There's not going to know that we have bone broth now. Isagenix is trying to hit overall health and wellness in general, right? We have oils. Do we talk about it? So the other thing you can be doing, post every single day some kind of content in HHP. I'm going to post the group on my wall like Ann did, so that maybe prospects might get interested in doing a 14-day reset with us. It's kind of a little risky, I guess. We don't usually put the link on there, but I'm not accepting anybody that's not enrolled. So if someone you're linked to, because usually I click on who's our mutual friend, and if it's like Lindsay, I will say, so-and-so I know. Of course, I guess I would have to go to my back office to see if they're enrolled or not. That's the only problem. Because we don't want to add them if they're not enrolled, but they wouldn't be able to do it without products. So maybe definitely just say, reach back to me, but we need to be posting about that every single day. You might think that you're being obnoxious by posting a lot, but 3% of your friends list sees your post. 3%. So they're not seeing you unless you post constantly. Grant Cardone says, even if you get negative feedback, it's still feedback. They're still thinking about you, and you want to be at the top of everybody's mind at all times. And we can't do that if we're not posting. So that's huge. And these are things that I'm not yelling at you. I'm saying what I know I need to be doing. And so I'm just reinforcing all of those things. I know Cindy is going to do a book club for, oh gosh, help me out. Maxwell. Another leadership training, right? And I like those kind of things. The last one we did as a corporate thing, I got so much out of, and it was probably at a time in my life that I really needed it. So it was good for me. But like I said, I don't know if we're doing enough network marketing training. Like Eric Worre is amazing. I know when I first got started, he does the 20 and 30, where you enroll 20 people in 30 days. And he has like, it's in like an hour video. I would watch it over and over and over and over. And I probably need to go back and do that again, because I think it just helps you re-engage your mind, because you can't worry about who's not answering you, what they think of you, because chances are, and I love this, Rachel Hollis said yesterday, chances are the person that you think is thinking about you is really thinking about what you think of them instead. So basically, you can't not hit your goals because you're worried about what people will say or think. Let me look here. What do we do about people we see on our list that have unsubscribed? That just means they're not getting emails. They just don't want academic emails, so that's not a big deal. Because I get it. Some people don't want to be spammed. People don't want to get a ton of emails. But they're also not going to know when Isagenix launches a new product. So that's your job to deliver that. I'm trying to think of what else was on the mastermind call, because there was quite a few things that were really good. I know Cindy's planning a Christmas party. I'll have to get the date from her so that I can get it out to you guys soon. And I can't remember what she was going to do. We'll see what she wanted to do, something different than last year. This is our last week of the 90-day action plan. And even if you didn't hit your goal, whatever that might be, chances are you worked harder and you were more aware of what you were doing, and probably at least you're further ahead than you would be if you didn't do anything. I know I am. Yeah. I need one more enrollment, and I will get it this week, because I just won't until I do. To at least, you know, and anything you are doing right now, remember, you will see in 90 days. That was the other thing I wanted to say. The Team Z, I think, is wonderful because it's keeping me accountable. It's allowing me to track what I'm doing. And even though yesterday I sent messages to everybody about joining the group, and I feel like that's another touch, right? I didn't log all of those. I didn't even have time to, because I was literally just mass messaging, like, here's the link to join, here's the link to join, here's the link to, because I want to make sure that everybody gets what they need. And but I thought the numbers for the Team Z were pretty cool. He said, I feel like 21 new enrollments in 90 days, 9 new, what did he? Yeah, 21 new customers, 9 new distributors, which basically means 9 businesses, which might just be 9 new consultants, but that's over 90 days. And I like that he emails you tips on what to say, you know, talking to people that you've never talked to before. I'm doing that, guys. I am. Like, not sure how I connected with you, or sometimes I started a conversation and said, hey, thanks for the ad on Facebook, and then never went back to them ever again. And what that does is it pulls them back into your feed. All the more reason to show transformations, testimonies. Put those in your, if you don't want it on your wall, put it in your story and like hammer it, because people watch stories more than they watch the wall, I think, anymore. So I'm not a big email person. I really hate emails. And he did say 1 in 100 emails get seen. So that's why it's more important to know how your clients want to be reached. And even if you need to ask them when you're, first getting them started? Do you want me to call you? Want me to text you? Want me to Facebook message you? What's the best way to reach you? I say all that so that they can't ghost me. What else, guys? What do you think?
Sarah, I missed the beginning of the call yesterday. Is like, do we know how much mocha's left? Have they said like 50%?
I can check.
Okay. My next question is for the diffuser, one of the specials that we have. I know there's like 3 e-shots, get one free, 3 icy lights, get one free. For the diffuser, is it buy 3 essential oils and you get the diffuser at 15% off, or you just get, like, I've been trying to find that. I know that's something that they said on the live video, but I can't find it again.
I think it's the diffuser, yes.
Okay.
You get 15% off the diffuser. And the buy 3, get 1 free ends November 20th. Everything else is till December 20th, but those specials end really quick. So I'm going to stock up on my e-shots before that. I'm assuming that we will have some kind of special for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure that it'll probably be pretty good. So remember that anyone that you're touching on right now, it might be for that day. Because when you have something special to offer them, that's when they're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to do this. So don't be concerned about, maybe you're not getting enrollments right now, but we can focus on, you have to keep doing the work so that in 90 days from now, you'll see the results. I feel like that was confusing. I will tell you, I was a little disappointed when I got the bone broth and the first ingredient was milk. Only because my family it affects. I mean, it probably doesn't affect anyone else, but I can't give it to my husband at all. And I was already using a collagen product that is literally clear, flavorless. I put it in his shakes so that he's getting it in his body because it does have gut healing properties. There are a lot of health benefits to it. And I was just like, it was like a knife in my heart. I was like, why? Why would they do that? But maybe they don't know the need for the dairy-free or the vegan version, and maybe they'll hook us up somehow. So CBD oil is still a little questionable. We can only say that you can put it on topically. Most of the masterminds are ingesting it, and I'll be honest with you, I did not order it yet because being an employee of my husband's company, we drug test randomly and I can be pulled on a random, and it was very questionable whether or not it would show up in a drug test. And I really can't test positive for marijuana. I can't. Like it's through workers' comp. Like I can't even risk it. But yesterday on the mastermind call, I got to thinking, I guess there's a lot of good cognitive things that are good for it. I was thinking that maybe my little girl that has seizures, I need to be trying it on her just to see if maybe it improves. But everybody's saying it makes them sleepy. It helps with sleep. So they are ingesting it under their tongue, like other companies are saying. And we're trying to figure out the confusion that says the FDA doesn't allow us to ingest it, but other companies are marketing theirs. And most of people on social media are taking it, whether they're just doing it on their own or whether the company's saying you can. But in saying that because there is like medical reasons that you can ingest it, and there are ones that are approved, I think. Ours is not yet, but it is the quality that it will be able to when the FDA approves it. So. Anything else? All right, well, if I think of anything, I'm in my husband's office. I will get that information out to you guys as soon as possible. Keep sharing about the group. I'm going to assign everybody what their stuff is to do since you want me to do that. And I'll give you probably just, because it's only 14 days, I'll probably just give everybody one post. For the most part, we should be able to get it covered. We're going to do some kind of exercise, and I think I might do another walking challenge just because people love that and everybody can go out and get a mile a day in. So.
Did you post those pictures somewhere for the group? did I miss that?
Like just the images that I'm using?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I can send them to you. Or I'll just send them to the
Can
group.
you just post them?
Hmm?
Can you just post that? I mean, can you just send them in the group chat?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let me